Welcome to the Sacred Heart of Nashik, the new Balaji Temple, also known as the Lord Venkateswara Temple in Gangapur. As you step into this serene temple complex, you are instantly immersed in a world where divine architecture meets deep-rooted faith. Inspired by the renowned Tirupati Balaji Temple in Andhra Pradesh, this spiritual sanctuary brings the blessings of Lord Venkateswara to Maharashtra in all its grandeur. The temple's entrance itself is a marvel. Massive carved gopurams, temple towers, stand tall, adorned with colorful depictions of deities and mythological stories from ancient Hindu scriptures. Each statue and motif is meticulously detailed, showcasing the richness of South Indian temple architecture right here in Nashik. As you walk through the main gate, you feel the temperature drop slightly, not from the weather, but from the calm that radiates within. The sound of bells, soft chants, and the subtle aroma of incense immediately draw your mind inward. The pathway leads through manicured gardens and into the main sanctum, where the inner world of devotion awaits. Inside, the floor shines with polished stone, and the halls echo softly with ancient Sanskrit mantras. Devotees, with hands joined and eyes closed, stand before the towering idol of Lord Venkateswara, also affectionately called Balaji. The idol, made from dark stone and decorated with layers of gold ornaments and vibrant flower garlands, exudes a powerful yet peaceful presence. The flame of the Aarti lamp flickers in harmony with the rhythmic sound of drums, conch shells, and temple bells. The priests, clad in traditional attire, perform rituals with utter precision. Every motion, from placing offerings at the feet of the deity to sprinkling holy water on devotees, is steeped in age-old tradition. Visitors line up patiently, offering coconuts, rice, and tulsi leaves, whispering prayers filled with hope, gratitude, and longing. Beyond the main sanctum, the temple unfolds into multiple chambers and shrines, each dedicated to other deities such as Lakshmi Devi, Garuda, Hanuman, and more. These mini shrines add layers of meaning and symbolism to the temple complex, making it not just a place of prayer, but a journey through the universe of Hindu belief. The attention to detail in the artwork is breathtaking. From the celestial carvings on pillars to the symmetrical rangoli patterns on the floor, every part of the temple is a visual hymn. Even the ceilings tell stories, with painted panels showing episodes from the Ramayana and Mahabharata. These elements turn the temple into a living museum of devotion and mythology. As the sun begins to set, the temple prepares for its most captivating moment, the evening Aarti. Lights are turned on across the entire complex, bathing the gopurams in a soft golden glow. The sound of 100 bells rings out in unison as devotees gather for the final rituals of the day. The main idol glows in the flickering Aarti light, reflecting off its golden crown and bejeweled chest. Families sit in the open courtyards, some in quiet reflection, others singing bhajans softly. Children feed the pigeons and play near the water taps, while elders offer their final namaskars of the day. The ambience is pure and grounding, a reminder that faith is not just about worship, but also about connection with the divine, with each other, and with ourselves. The new Balaji Temple in Gangapur is not just a place of worship, it is an experience. It reminds us that even in our fast-paced world, there are still places where time slows down, where architecture and ritual unite to keep ancient traditions alive. Whether you are a believer, a seeker, or just a traveler drawn to beauty and peace, this temple offers a moment of stillness that stays with you long after you leave. The temple complex, this riverside view is peaceful, untouched, and carries the weight of centuries of devotion and natural beauty. As you approach, the first thing you notice is the openness, wide skies above, a soft breeze brushing past your face, and the calming rustle of trees that line the riverbanks. The Godavari, also known as the Ganga of the south, flows gracefully here, not in forceful currents, but in slow, poetic ripples that reflect the changing hues of the sky. The steps leading down to the river, locally called ghats, are simple, made from stone worn smooth by time. Here, devotees come not for grand rituals, but for quiet moments of prayer, reflection, and cleansing. Some dip their feet into the river, eyes closed, heads bowed. Others sit on the steps, meditating or chanting softly to themselves. The calmness of this spot is more than visual, it's something you feel in your body. Occasionally, you see women filling copper pots with river water, which is considered holy and used in household rituals. A few children splash gently in the shallows, their laughter echoing lightly over the surface. Even the birds, egrets, mynas, and the occasional kingfisher seem to move in slow motion here. This part of the river is not crowded or commercialized. There are no hawkers, no noise, no rush. Just nature and devotion coexisting in perfect harmony. You realize that this is one of those rare places where the river is still respected as a living goddess, not just a water body, but a source of life, energy, and spiritual renewal. In Hindu mythology, the Godavari is said to have descended from heaven to purify the earth, much like the Ganga. Legends tell of sages and kings who bathed here, of penances performed on its banks, and of moksha, liberation, granted to those who truly surrender. As you stand by the river, the view stretches across to distant trees, small shrines along the edge, and a faint horizon where the sky and water seem to meet. Occasionally, a soft temple bell rings in the distance from Balaji Temple, reminding you how close, yet how different this space is. Some visitors walk silently along the bank, hands behind their backs, just soaking in the sounds of flowing water and rustling leaves. Others light small diyas, oil lamps, and float them on the surface. The flame dances for a few seconds before the current carries it away, like a silent prayer drifting into the unknown. It's a beautiful act of letting go. Nearby, a priest in white robes sits beneath a tree, offering blessings or helping an elderly couple with a simple puja. He doesn't speak much, just gestures and smiles, as if language isn't needed in a place this sacred. The couple drops flower petals into the river, their eyes filled with gratitude. Even without words, the Godavari speaks. It tells you to slow down, to breathe, to listen. You notice how the light filters through the trees, how the water sparkles in places and darkens in others. Everything here is in motion, yet nothing feels hurried. This isn't just a riverbank, it's a space for grounding yourself. A natural extension of the temple's inner peace. Some say they feel more connected here than even inside the sanctum, maybe because it's open, vast, and timeless. As the sun begins to set, the sky turns a deep orange. The river reflects this fire in the sky, creating a moving ribbon of gold. People gather silently, watching the colors shift. Some take pictures, others just sit in stillness. It's the kind of moment that doesn't need capturing, just remembering. Leaving this place, You carry a sense of peace, as if the river has quietly taken something heavy off your shoulders. It's no wonder that those who visit once often return again and again. Not just for the temple, but for the river and the peace it offers in its silent, sacred flow.